Hey guys, welcome to Denny's. Today we're going to be hopping into episode 13 of the Weekly Loot Cave. This is the series where I give you some of the most notable farms each week in the first Descendant for some of the best drops you can get as far as reactors. Now, I do want to be a little bit more specific this time around. We are going into a week where reactor changes are going to happen here in about 2 days. A lot of speculation on my part. I apologize, as well as the communities. We'll have to wait and see what exactly happens. I do have the Weekly Loot Cave kind of in an order where I'm assuming that, the mounting type is going to be locked. That's what I'm doing this week. We're going to have to wait and see. But yeah, let's not waste too much more time. Let's hop right into it. And please remember to stay posted to the end of the video, or at least take a look at the description for the giveaway of the Premium Ultimate Freyna bundle that I am doing on October 10th, guys. But let's hop in. Okay, let's kick it off with the sensor. So, unfortunately, not worth farming the sensor in my opinion this week. Just straight up don't do it unless you really need a sensor. It's dropping from Lost Supply Depot. The missions there are pretty terrible, but I would choose the Colossus mission, the Mossy Colossus, I think it's what it's called. But we'll skip and jump right over to the processor. So processor available from Mirage Stone in the Agna Desert this week, which means it is our Valby Outpost Farm certified, Georgie W. You can see on screen it's one of the Valby outposts where you need to make sure you don't kill the final boss that spawns. So definitely try to limit your range, reduce the range that you have on Valby's third ability. Make sure you don't have any range mods on. As far as rolls on it, we're going to go with max HP and MP recovery. That's just the roll that I always go with. Obviously, if you're playing somebody like Glay or Kyle or somebody that doesn't have MP, you can change that MP recovery out for anything else. If you want more mods dropping, more Kuiper, etc., etc. That's going to be the processor, again, available from the Valby Outpost farm in Mirage Stone. All right, and then jumping into the week for reactors, guys. This week is absolutely insane. So we're going to kick it off with Lepic, my favorite. Now, you can get an Asimo reactor from this too. It's just not really that worth it, obviously, because it is an impact dropping this week, and we don't quite know how the reactor changes are going to affect the reactor farming coming this, 2 days from now on Thursday. It could be the greatest thing ever, and we could just see it, being able to mount any type, but people are saying that we're probably only going to be limited to the mounting type of the reactor that we currently have. So with that being said, dropping from the Rockfall in Sterile Lands this week, we've got our favorite mission of all time, probably the Anticipated Ambush Point. So not only are you going to be able to get the reactor here this week, but you're also going to be able to get code breakers. So this is one of the best farms in the entire game for code breakers. So you can both farm code breakers and a Lepic bossing reactor. The role that I will always recommend is going to be any impact weapon that you want with Colossus damage, crit damage, and tech boost. Truly does not matter what impact weapon you have on Lepic, whatever one you want to juice out the most or however you feel. You just have to make sure that you get the Colossus damage and crit damage, because that needs to be the weapon we are holding whenever using our ultimate ability, obviously. You can use the tech boost, guys. So Colossus damage plus tech boost is a solid option. I think if you get crit damage or tech boost with Colossus damage, you are basically set to go. I don't think you need to farm these anymore, unless something changed in the future, obviously. But an amazing week for Lepic. I am super hyped for this. I still need a crit damage or a tech boost reactor mixed with that Colossus damage, so definitely going to be farming this week. And yeah, super hyped with that one. All right, and then next up, we're going to jump over to Blair. So Blair, his reactor, it's going to be dropping with a special rounds mounting this week, but it is available from the repository in Sterile Land, and the mission of choice is going to be the Valby Outpost farm here. Now, this Valby Outpost farm is one of the ones where it is a named elite or a commander, so you will not have to worry about killing them. You can put on as much range as you would like and farm this for minutes on end and get an insane amount of reactors. Now, this is obviously special rounds mounted, so I know a lot of people are going to want Enduring Legacy mounted with Blair. However, I do think maybe something like Kingsguard Lance would be good here, maybe Secret Garden. Obviously, you're not going to get like the benefits of the abilities, but you are going to get really good weapons to use while you are using Blair. So as I said, I believe that, yeah, you're going to want to farm this just because it's a Valby Outpost farm. You're going to get a ton. You're going to get a huge selection, huge sample size. As far as the role, I'm going for Sacred Garden or Kingsguard Lance, and then I always go with cooldown and dimension boost. You can do cooldown and duration with Blair to keep your dots upticking longer and obviously your flame and everything. However, dimension boost is a solid choice as well. So yeah, a solid week. Actually, one of the best weeks we've had for Blair because it's a Valby Outpost farm. And then next up, we've got Freyna. So this one is absolutely bonkers this week. So obviously it is a general rounds mounted reactor. However, it's dropping from Moongrave Basin and White Knight Gulch. As we all know, my favorite mission of all time here, the water cooling recording device, is going to be the mission of choice. So this is obviously general rounds. We don't know, again, we don't know what's going to happen with the reactor changes here in a couple days, but nonetheless, it's a solid mission to farm because we're getting Fallen Hope to drop from this. And we all know one day, hopefully, Copium, Fallen Hope might be buffed. So yeah, go for Fallen Hope. You can go for Thunder Cage as well. As far as rolls, I'm going to go with cooldown and duration all the time for mobbing, and then Toxic and Tech Boost if I really feel like maybe I don't need that extra cooldown or duration, but I feel like it'll just help that little bit more. And then as far as bossing, obviously you can get a bossing roll of Colossus damage and Tech Boost if you really wanted to with the with these. It really doesn't matter what weapon you equip with Freyna for her bossing build. You can literally just get a fire rate and a magazine size mod inside of it, and it will always do really, really well. So a solid week for Freyna, and really happy because obviously Ultimate Freyna comes out in 2 days, so we're gonna be able to pre-farm a lot of reactors that if you didn't farm any last week, obviously you're gonna be able to pre-farm a bunch of reactors, and then we'll obviously know exactly what the reactor changes are going to be this week. So very, very stoked for this one. Okay, and then next up, we're going to jump over to Hailey. So this might be insane. It might not be the best, but I'm going to guess this is probably going to be insane because this is the mission available from Defense Line and Fortress. It's the Valby Outpost farm. It's our favorite original OG Valby farm. Now, the reason this one is going to be insane, guys, is because the new scout rifle that's coming out is going to be impact mounted, and obviously Hailey's ultimate ability and her second ability are singular. So if this Frostwatcher Scout ends up being really, really good for Hailey, this is going to be an absolutely insane farm week for this, and it might just be insane. I am putting an asterisk on this one because we don't know for sure if this new Scout's going to be absolutely crazy or not. However, you're going to be able to get a ton of Perforator, Singular, and Chill Boost, because I know that everybody likes the Perforator with Hailey, so go for Perforator if you want to go for that. Obviously, you can go for the with the reactor changes, you're going to be able to go for the Frostwatcher new Scout. And then as far as rolls, always going to go for Colossus damage and Singular Boost. And if you get crit damage instead of Singular Boost, that's also very good. But those are the rolls we're looking for, and I'm very excited for this one to see how this plays out this week. All right, and the next up, we do have another one for Hailey. I do want to throw in a first ability build for Hailey, so available from the Converter Facility in Fortress. This is going to be the Valby Outpost farm. Once again, in Fortress, they've got a couple of those there. Now, this is going to be her Dimension ability, right? So it is a general rounds. You can definitely go for Enduring Legacy. You can go for Thunder Cage. Crit damage plus a combination of either Dimension Boost or cooldown, whatever you guys want to go for. I think those are going to be a really strong combinations. Crit damage always because of how her third ability works. But this is a really, really good week. If her mods end up being good, her new Transcendent mods for mobbing, this might just be one of the places that a lot of people are farming this week, because this is a S tier, absolute top tier farm, and I will definitely be doing it myself. But let's segue over to Viessa, our other friendly chill Descendant. So this is going to be available from the Frozen Valley and Fortress. It's going to be the Valby Outpost farm. However, you can do the command relay as well if you want ions. Now, the Valby Outpost farm does need 2 people. One person needs to be on Sharon. I'm going to recommend the command relay if you're a solo player. And honestly, in general, just if you want to farm those, obviously those ions that are going to work to craft your energy activators. Very, very important material to get. So I think it's a very good farm. And then this is going to be for Viessa's Absolute Zero mod. So obviously it's a singular special rounds mounted chill reactor. So this is only for Absolute Zero. I want to be clear on that. This is only for Viessa's Absolute Zero mod. And you're going to want to get Clairvoyance. Obviously that's going to be the one of choice, just the way it works with chill. And then the rolls of choice for me personally, cooldown plus Singular Boost are going to make it really fun. It's already a really fun build. If you get this with it, it's going to be an even better build, and it's very, 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 very fun. So yeah, a very solid week for Viessa. If you do enjoy her Absolute Zero build, this is the week to farm a reactor for it. Absolutely, 100%. Okay, and let's hop over to Kyle and Jayber this week. So this is going to be a dimension-mounted special rounds non-attribute reactor available from the Abandoned Zone in Echo Swamp. Mission of choice, as ever, our favorite extermination mission in the north side by the fast travel point. This mission's insane. I do want to go to a little bit of detail here. So it is a dimension reactor. So for Kyle, this is going to be for his third ability, mainly the Transcendent mod, the one that pulls in, or you could just do no Transcendent mod third ability Kyle. It'll obviously up the damage on it. I plan on making a Kyle build with this. However, this is probably primarily going to be focused on Jayber. So as far as the roles for Kyle, Secret Garden, cooldown and dimension boost. Now for Jayber, obviously we want double turret man, so Kingsguard Lance, and then cooldown and dimension boost. It's going to be a killer combination with Jayber whenever he does get buffs, and it's a very, very, very good week. I know nobody's excited for Jayber right now, guys, but if you ever want to play him, there's almost a certainty that he's going to get buffed. He is just so terrible. When a gun beats you in damage, that's when you know a Descendant needs a buff. So if anybody's going to get buffed, it's going to be Jayber. We don't know when, but it's most likely going to happen. My money's on it, so definitely farm this if you're looking to play Jayber in the future. You will not regret it if you get one of these roles. It will be very, very fun, unless you're not into that turret playstyle. But hey, I'm going to definitely be doing it myself. All right, and then lastly, we are going to talk about Ajax and Kyle if you want to go for a tech-mounted non-attributes. So this week, available from the Misty Woods and the Echo Swamp, mission of choice is going to be the Hazy Swamp mission. The Extermination mission, I like to include it just because it does have very fast mob spawns, and you can start it very quickly compared to where you end the mission at. So I do like to include it, and obviously it is tech non-attribute in general rounds once again. So it's not Secret Garden for Ajax, but it is the only non-attribute and tech available this week, other than the impact ones that are available, which you never should go for in my opinion on Ajax. So yeah, it's a very solid mission. You're gonna want to pick up either Thunder Cage or maybe who knows, Enduring Legacy if you're into that, and then you've got cooldown and tech boost as the best two roles in my opinion, and these are gonna be what I'm going for this week. I do want to mention there is gonna be a better farm next week for the non-attribute special rounds and tech. So if you want to hold off on this one, would totally understand it, because yeah, next week there's going to be a really, really good farm for the non-attribute tech and special rounds mounting for the Secret Garden with Ajax. However, if you're looking to get one this week, here you go. If you're working on that Ajax build, I know I did that the Ajax build video yesterday, so this is going to be a solid one. And then that is going to be the video, guys. I seriously appreciate if you made it this far. Don't forget to give it a like, give it a comment. Any feedback down below is much appreciated. Also, don't forget, emphasis on don't forget the giveaway. Ultimate Freyna Premium Bundle. We have an Ultimate Freyna Premium Bundle giveaway happening on the 10th at my live stream at twitch.tv/Denny's with an extra S at the end. All the details are going to be in the description of this video, so please go check it out. And I hope to see you guys there. It's going to be really fun. This is the first giveaway I've done. That video has all the details. Again, I just want to emphasize, definitely go check it out, guys. Anybody can win. It's not any type of way, nothing crazy. It's just going to be a giveaway, me giving back for all the support that I've received over the past month. But again, yeah, guys, I hope you have a good one. I can't wait to see the October 10th update. I can't wait to hang out with you guys and stream, and have a good week, guys. I'm out of here. Peace out. Goodbye.